Hello everyone, Shaz here. Oh, it should be right. Sorry about that, we just forgot to turn the fan off. Yeah, tonight it's I was a bit running behind time, so just doing a few adjustments and getting all the pages up to make sure that I'm online where I should be online and offline where I shouldn't be. Hope you have all had a great week. I had a pretty casual week this week, so which is good. Let me search for myself. My glasses are a bit foggy tonight. Might have to give them a quick clean. Okay, now Vicky put a challenge out to me today because I put a note up saying who would like to tell me what they'd like to hear. There we go. Pretty sure I'm right now. Okay, hello Ruth, how are you, love? Nice to see you here. Yeah, so we're up and running on the other device, so I'll just move that out of the road so I can put that up there. Oh man, she's a bit hot still. Hey Ruth, thank you for joining. Now I'm not going to show you the card that we're making. I'm just going to get, oh, I know what I forgot the other cards to get to show you. Hang on a minute. I knew there was something else I needed to get. But anyway, I'm here now. Make sure you go on and leave a comment so that you can go into the draw. That's what I forgot to do was pop up who the winner from last week's cards were. So last week I created the cards with the colours from Colour Inspiration, and someone, I'll have a look on my phone to see who, because I've done the draw, I just haven't posted it, who actually won the cards. Let's have a look. The lucky winner is, let me, Julie Putland. Jules, I will be sending you one of those cards. I better get it in the mail before you leave to go to Melbourne. So, yes, you were the lucky winner, Julie P, of last week's cards. So, just gonna tell you a couple of things that is going on in my world, that are going on in my world. I have started Coffee and a Card, and it was really a lot of fun on Wednesday, and I gave the girls just a few simple supplies so that they could make a card with the heartfelt hexagon, oh there we go, the heartfelt hexagon punch, and some of the DSP from what's it called, online exclusives, and from the Celebration. So these were the cards that the girls, my samples. So this is this one. Actually, I might flip you down because it'll be the right way round then. So I'll just pop that down there, and I'll flip you to the ceiling, and then I'll rotate you. There we go. How does that look? Pretty good. I think we're pretty straight there. There we go. I might bring the camera down just a bit more. How's that? That's a bit better. go. See my trimmer there, but that'll be all right, all good. So yeah, I gave the girls a kit. In the kit was 2 note cards and envelopes. 2 note cards and envelopes, 4 pieces of DSP. So there's only 2 left in this pack, but 4 pieces of DSP and 2 envelopes as well. And so they could choose whether they wanted to use their punch in a portrait or a landscape position. So there was lots of variation of the cards created. So yeah, so that was one. And I've also on my business cards, I've set up a reward system where after the 6th class you get it half price, and after the 12th class you get it for free. So everybody has to take control of their own card because I'm busy enough. I'll just tick it off at the class. So yeah, so that was one of the cards I made. And then I really struggle doing simple stamping, but I managed to do it, and Emma Parkin Wilson has challenged me to do more simple stamping. Vicky also challenges me to do more simple stamping. So this is another one. So we've got Let's Eat Cake. And what I did was I used the outline from the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp, this one here, and I just trimmed around it so that I've got a little bit of a border between where the punch punched out and where the where I've trimmed around it with the scissors. And then I put a little happy birthday in the middle, a little cupcake on the envelope, and then on the back I've put a little, oh, looks like it's stuck. Oh, there we go, no, it's not. A little cupcake on the flap as well. So yeah, so there was that one. And then I also made another one. And this one I really enjoyed making. It was something different to what I normally would make. I normally wouldn't stamp anything on the background of the DSP. So yeah, so I stamped some of that, and I stamped some on the back of that one as well. And on the inside, and then on the envelope as well. So yeah, so you can still decorate them, even though they're little note cards and envelopes, you can still decorate them. Oh, it's a bit sticky. Because I've put glue here, it makes it a bit more prone to stick. So if I pop that in there like that, it should stop it from sticking. So yeah, so they were our cards. And then today, when I was home here playing by myself, I thought I put out a challenge on Friday, I think, in my Sharon Dalton Independent Stampin' Up group. Put out a sketch challenge. So today, with the other parts of this card kit, I created this card for the challenge. So I'm not normally a colorer. I normally avoid colouring like the plague, but I thought, no, I'm going to give it a go, see how I go with it. Ruth, have you got either of these sets? They're fun little sets to play with, but we're not playing with them tonight, so I'll pop that away now. I'll bring them back at the end of the show and tell, because we're going to get into making this masculine card with a feminine twist. Okay, actually before I do that, I will just move a few things out of the road so that I've got some room on the bench here. Just move all this stuff. I'll show you that at the end. There we go. So yes, so we're going to use this stamp. This one's called Rays of Light. Now, I've been very naughty and have had this in the cupboard for quite some time. So I thought it's time I got it out and played with it and the Watercolor World. So, we're going to have an avalanche here in a minute. Yeah, so the Watercolor World is this one here. As you can see, it still has some ink on it because we're going to do our insert of our card first, so that we can... No, you don't have either of those sets or the dies. Yeah, it's a good little set, that one. So yeah, so I've set it up in the Stamparatus because it's a little bit easier to handle. So I'll pop that one back up there because I'll grab that in a minute. And like I said, we're doing a masculine card with a feminine twist. So the cards that I made this morning, I had these coloured Stampin' Right markers on the table and thought, oh, that's a pretty nice combination of colours. So I grabbed those colours and that's what I used for the cards that I made this morning, but they're not what we're using tonight. So let's cut our cardstock. So you need one piece for the outside of the card, which I'm going to make 14.85 by 4 1/4. Yeah. Hello, Mum. How are you? Nice of you to join me. Let me just think about that. Actually, I might make it 14.3. Waste a little bit of cardstock here. 14.3 by... Now, I normally work in inches, but when I'm doing my card bases, I work in centimetres. 10 centimetres there. So I haven't decided what colour background we're using just yet. So I'll have to jump up and grab that. And then for the inside, I'm just going to go to 9.8 by 13.8. Should give us a nice little border on the inside. But that's the bit we're going to do first, is this one. Okay, so we don't need that trimmer for now. Put that to the side. Now, our feminine twist. So, it's Valentine's Day coming up soon, so I thought I would use some pinks and reds, some Alamambo, Bubble Bath, Poppy Parade. Ooh, maybe. Let's have a look here. What other colour? Oops, sorry. I just got to move that. Oh dear. What other colour do we reckon? Maybe a real red, and then something really that's got a bit of a pop. What other colour do we reckon, girls? Maybe Berry Burst, maybe? Yeah, that one. So they're going to be our colours. So what do you reckon about that? So I'm going to use Bubble Bath for the inside because I just want it to be subtle. I don't want it staring at us down our face. And then I need to bring the Stamparatus back in. Now, we don't have the Stamparatus in our repertoire anymore, but I still can't stop using it. So I do apologise. If you have some other stamping platform, please use that because you will get a very, what do you call it? detailed stamped image with that, because this is a oh god, what do they call these stamps? A distinctive stamp. So it has lots of little variations in the actual background of the stamp, so that we can get different colours. But because I'm just putting it in the inside at the moment, right, I've got a piece of paper in here. I'm just going to pop it in my little lines here that I've already drawn, and I'm going to put that down there. So I'm just going to ink this up with the bubble bath ink. But see how you get the lines with the ink pad, because it's not as big as the stamp? That's where I bring in my blending brushes, and I blend the colour in with that. So I'm just going to use a blending brush and blend that colour in, so that I don't get all those harsh lines from the edge of the stamp pad. I'm just going to move that up a bit, and then we're going to stamp it. Now it is very, very light bubble bath, so we may have to re-ink it. The best thing ever, yes, Mum. You can't see. What can't you see? Oh, let me have a look. What can't you see? Hello, Kay, how are you? There we go. Now, of course, there had to be something on there, didn't there? So I might give that another little ink up, and then use my blending brush again to take all those harsh lines out. Now, as I said, Vicky challenged me to do a masculine card with a feminine twist, so that's why I'm doing this one, and I'm going to make it a Valentine's card. Oh yeah, that's better. That's so much better. And now I'm going to stamp the sentiment straight away as well, because I want to make sure that oh, what did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I've got a few stamp sets out here at the moment, girls, so there's a bit of a mess happening. Well, it's not a mess, but it's an organised mess. How are you, Kay? How was your busy day? Kay was that wonderful friend today that took her friend to and from the hospital. So that was bubble bath, but I'm going to use this over here. Put that one on, so I'm going to lift that up and turn it around. Take this dad one off, because that's the one I used for the other stamp, other card. So I'm just going to pop that in there, but to make sure it's straight, I'm going to put my clear piece of plastic in to make sure that I'm going to get that exactly where I want it. So I've got a 45-degree angle up there, making sure that it's in the right place. And I think I might use real red for that. Change that around, put another one underneath there. Okay. Now the beauty of having this piece of acetate here is that you can see if you're going to stamp it straight. So I'm not stamping on my card at all, even though you might think I am. I'm not. Where in the world would I be without you? That looks pretty good to me. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to remove that and clean that off before I get ink on places that I shouldn't have ink. everybody had a great week? Let me know in the comments what you've been up to. I know Ruth's probably been flooded because she lives down in Brizzy Way, so she's probably been in a bit of flooding. I wish we had flooding here. All we're having here is flooding gates of sweat running off me. There we go. Where in the world would I be without you? Look at that. Very good. So I'm just going to pull that out of there. So that's our insert. So I'm just going to pop that away for now. We don't need that anymore. Now, we've got a world map here. Now, I'm not very good with geography, so I'm just going to colour it how I think we should colour it. And, you know, who cares if it's not the right way? Busy. What's busy? Oh, you've been busy. Yes, Mum, you have. Very busy and very tired. Mum's caring for her partner. He's got sugar diabetes and he's not really well at the moment. So yeah, so Mum's had a bit of a busy schedule with him. Now I'm finding my what do you call them? Daubers. That's not one. That one will have to work because I didn't bring the other ones in here. Let's see if any of them are. There we go. Might be able to use these guys. Oh, here we go. So yeah, so we've done that. Now, silly me said we don't need the world map anymore, but we do. So let's bring that back. Put these inks over here. No, nothing at all. Great Park is only about 6 to 10 kilometres away, and I'm not near a creek. Oh, that's good, Ruth. That's really good because that looked terrible. I felt really sorry for all those people down there who were getting flooded. Okay, so I'll flip this back around, and because we know where it's going to stamp, I'll put my card in there. Put it in that little spot there. And put that down there and grab an ink pad. Now, so we're going to start with our lightest colour. Because we've got dark colours, we want to start with our lightest ones first and then go into the darker colours. So, because I've still got pink on there, I'm just gonna, I don't normally do this. Oh, there's a clean block. I usually put my ink on a block. So I want Australia to be pink. So I'm gonna make Australia and those little guys down there. Like I said, I'm not very good with geography, so I'm not even going to tell you where all these other places are. Then we're going to go with Melamambo. So we want a bit of a dark one. Maybe that one. There we go. Melamambo. This one with Melamambo, and you're probably screaming at me going, that's whatever country, but sorry, like I said, I'm not very good with countries. But anyway, some of us have got other fortes, and I'll call mine my crafting forte because at least I know how to do that. Pop that one over there. Then we're going to go with, we might go with Poppy Parade first, I think. I'll go with that one down here. So I'm just using the dauber to colour in the distinctive stamp, so that we've got a few different colours on our world map. Pop that one down there. I've used Berry Burst, haven't I? No, I haven't used Berry Burst. Oh, very good. Well, I'll use that. Next is my dauber. And now you're probably wondering how I'm going to keep this moist. So what I did was I actually used a little spritzer and spritzed a bit of water on it. Now you don't need a lot of water. You only need a little tiny bit of water, because we're using Whisper white paper, basic white paper. You don't want to wet it too much, because it's not as absorbent as watercolor paper. So yeah, so there's our world map, and it's all inked up. So I'm just going to close these ink pads before I make a real royal mess. That one and that one, and then they're all closed. Then I'm just going to grab my spritzer, and because I've got a fan going, I'm going to lift it up so that, there we go. See, it's only got a little bit of water on it, and then I'm just going to stamp it. If you put too much water on it, your paper will start to smudge, kind of. See how it's a bit smudgy there in places? It's a little bit, oh, I don't like my Bubble Bath Australia. But anyway, that's okay. We're making a masculine card. That's all that matters. Does everybody like that? Have they done something similar to this? Yeah, you can hardly see my little Australia and New Zealand there. But anyway, that is going to be the background of our card. I'm just going to pop that one away. Now, for the to complete the whole background here, I'm going to use the Rays of Light stamp. So this one. Now, because we want it a little bit masculine, I'm going to use maybe Balmy Blue, I think. We want to bring a little bit of blue into this. Actually, I might go with, I changed my mind and go with Pool Party, because it's a little bit lighter again. So what I'm going to do with this again is ink up the whole background of this stamp, and see how we're getting the line from the edge of the stamp. That's where I'm going to bring in the blending brush again, so we don't get those harsh lines. Okay, so I'll grab that. Whoopsie. And I'll just use the blending brush. Now, because I said we want it very light, I'm just going to blend it almost as if it's all gone. But you will see when I turn it upside down onto the card that it's not. So all we're going to do is we're going to move our piece of the world map up, and then hopefully I get the whole thing in, because I really have no idea where the piece of cardstock is underneath there. There we go, look at that. Woohoo! I did get it lined up. And I'm going to pop that one up there as well, so that I can keep it away from getting ink on anything else. So what do you reckon? Is it looking like a masculine card, even though it's very, very, very pink and red? But I think it will look great when I get it all together. So I'll just grab that trimmer, and I'm just going to straighten that edge up. There we go. Now, this is where I need your help. Oh, thanks, Ruth. I want you guys to choose the card base for me. What colour do you reckon would look good for a masculine card with these colours that I've used? Let's see how big that is now. Yeah, that's just 10 centimetres, so that's good. And where's my ruler to see how long it is? Oh, I love Pool Party too, Mum. So 5 and 3/8. Yeah, that'll work. So what colour do you reckon we should use for our card base? Remembering that I'm going to add some little hearts. That's what I needed to get out, was that stamp set. Where did I put it? Up in the cupboard, I think. While I'm getting that, tell me what colour cardstock. Hello Alice, how are you? Thanks for joining. For those of you who watched last week, I announced before that Julie Putland was the winner of the card for last week. So please make sure you leave me a comment, and that way you can be entered into the draw for the winning of the drawing of the card, one of the cards that I make tonight. Pool Party or one of the greys. Oh, grey might look really nice with that. Mum's saying Berry Burst. What other red? Oh, this was the other red. Here, I knew there was another red somewhere. Berry Burst. I think there's a fair bit of red in there. I think I might go with Ruth's suggestion of one of the greys. I might go with grey granite, I think, because it's kind of a grey brown. Let's see what it looks like. It might be too much like the blue. Oh, no, I think it could work. I think it could work. Let's have a look. There we go. There's our grey granite. Let's have a look, see. Maybe we could have grey granite with a Pool Party layer. Because we're going that way, I'm going to cut my card this way. I've got too many things on my desk. My desk is very disorganised tonight. Okay, I don't want any ink on that. Let's go there, chop, and turn it this way. 10.5, let's score. Who scores their page before they chop it? I know a lot of people do. This piece of card feels very, very thick. Doesn't feel like normal cardstock. Just to make sure that I've got my edges straight, I start in the middle and move out to the side with my bone folder. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at that. So let's grab our card back in here. What have I done? I've made a very, oh, well, that's okay. I can cut that down. Where is my trimmer? Cut that down, and I definitely think we will go with a Pool Party layer in there. Let's see. Does that look a bit better? A bit more even? Yes. I'm definitely going to go with Pool Party, I think. Yeah, I think that looks good too, Mum. Pool Party. go. Like I said, because I hadn't chosen the colours, I was leaving that up to you guys. So I need my big trimmer back. So I'm going to make that 10. By 14.3. There we go. A little bit of a stash of scraps there. Let's have a look, see now. Yes, I think that looks good. What do you reckon, girls? Do you reckon that looks good? Those colours look good. I'll just wait for a minute to see if you think they look good together. And then this is going to be our insert, remember? Where in the world would I be without you? Oh no. Oh, I'm going to have to put some bee lines on that. That's why I'm using the bees. Here, you make my heart go buzz, but I'm just going to put a bee trail in there now that it's now that I've got those few lines on that thing. Must have been a mark up there. Now okay, because we're using grey granite, I used that today. I'm going to use that for my little bee trails, so it's not so noticeable. Right, you hop out of the road. Where would I be without you? There we go. And then I'm just going to put another one out here. Where would I be without you? Now I think because I've got some in there, I will need to put some on this one as well. Hello Marnie, how are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, let's have a look. I might do one up here. Oh, that's good, it's very subtle. And then we're going to put a sentiment here. So I'll just put this one off the edge there. And maybe one more for good measure over here. Might have a little loop there. There we go. Oh, thanks, Marnie. How's school been, love? Very good, or busy, busy, busy? Right. Yes, I'm going to use the Be My Valentine stamp set on this one, just to give it that little feminine touch, because we all love the men in our lives, or whoever we've got in our lives. We've always got someone special in our life. So because Vicky's asked me to make a masculine one, busy but good. Oh, that's good. And did you get some lovely rain, Marnie? Okay, so I'm going to put some little love hearts in real red, and then a big love heart. And then the word that I'm going to use is oh, you make my heart go bzzz. You'll always be the one for me. And what did we put in the middle? We put, where in the world would I be without you? Yeah, you'll always be the one for me, I'm going to use. So what I normally do when I'm using these photopolymer ones, I just pop them down on the bench and let them relax, because as we've pulled them out of the cases, we've kind of stretched them a little bit. So I'll just grab that one and pop one there, and And then we've got a couple of little tiny ones here. And I don't have a little tiny block out, so I'll use this bigger one. We sure did. The gardener's loving it, I know. Our veggies are growing like so quickly it's not funny. They're just growing out of control. So we've got our two little hearts there, and then I need a small piece of white so that I can stamp my sentiment. Okay, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment in, maybe Berry Burst, I think. Oh no, what did I use on the inside, girls? I can't remember. Maybe Melon Mambo, was it? Ooh, too many decisions, girls. I think it was Berry Burst, I think. It's hard to tell, but anyway, it is what it is. So move that one up there. You'll always be the one for me. And most of you know, but Barry and I have been together for a very, very, very long time. I was 15 when I first started. Well, it's definitely different to that one, but it'll be fine on there. Stop it, you. He's so badly done by, isn't he? And Marnie can attest for this. Marnie knew us as a young couple together. Marnie used to look after our children. So, yes. Didn't you, Marnie? That was a very long time ago. Eons and eons ago. There we go. So we're just going to I'm just going to put a heart up there. And then I'm going to use Melon Mambo for the other heart. Yes, true love, Marnie, yes, most definitely. Some days we want to kill each other, but most days we're that loving couple who always enjoy each other's company. So lucky, because Buzz has been home now for almost 2 years, so he's not the wellest person, but he could be a lot sicker than he is, but I'm glad that he's not, because it's what I can't find out what's wrong with him, basically. So we just have to entrust our livelihood, or his livelihood, in the hands of the doctors and the specialists who make the decisions. So let's cut this one out with a circle punch, because I think that'll look nice in there. I think we could also layer it up. Let's have a look. What size circle punches have we got here? 2 inches a bit big, 1 1/4 is a bit small. Or may not. I might have to use a die. Let's have a look. Is there any more over this side? Oh no, I think I'm going to have to use a die, girls. Let's grab this one. My favourite, stylish shapes. You can't go wrong. Let's have a look. See. That one's too small. Have to be this one. There we go. Are we gonna get it all in? No, we're not on that piece. So I'm going to have to think of another plan of action, girls. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's have a look. What punch? Oh, look. What about this one? No, I think that'll be too small too. Let's have a look. We can decide. What would have been all right if I put the hearts in the right place. But you know what? I think I'm going to go with it. size is that other one? 2-inch. Maybe that one might work for us. Oh, it's very tight. It's very tight. Should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Oh well, ready? Here goes. It's done. The decision was made for me. There we go. Now, I think I will do what I normally do to most of my cards, and anyone who gets a card from me will know that this is my favourite thing to do so that I don't waste too much cardstock. I cut a shape out. Now that's way too big, but we'll make it work. Actually, I'm not liking that, girls. I'm not liking that at all. So let's cut that down and redo our words. Let's have a look. Pop that up there. Let's get this punch out of the road. Let's redo our words. Cut this first. And then here, a little die cutter. If you hear a big crash, it's because I'm making the Leaning Tower of Pisa on my other side desks here. Much better. So let's find another piece of white cardstock in my scrappy scraps here. Look at that, perfect. And let's stamp that again. Okay, that sentiment worked well. Yes, it did work well, but it was a bit too big. So I think I must have had red in the middle before, so we'll try the red one. Here we go. Need to clean that first. There we go. You'll always be the one for me. So let's do that in the middle. There we go. My die up here on my little die holder, and then I will bring back in some melon mambo for my hearts. So we want to try and keep that fairly close because we need to make sure that we're going to get our hearts in. Oh, that was very close. Right. That one over there. Close this one up. So, am I achieving the challenge from Vicky? A masculine card with a feminine twist. I think I am. My husband's sitting over there listening to me, but I think this card will definitely be for him. What? Just pretend you haven't heard anything, darling. So let's have a look at that now. Oh, much happier with that. Much happier. Get away, bugs. Got a few bugs around tonight. So that's on our inside. So I'm going to stick all these down now. Now, before I stick anything to my front, I always unfold my card, just so that I can see evenly when I'm sticking it down. Let's hope I don't get any glue over the edge much there. Yes, it is coming along nicely. Get off, bug. And then I use my bone folder then. Just make sure that you haven't put a lot of glue on your edges, because sometimes when you bone fold it, you might get glue spilling out to the side. So there we go. Pop that one on next. Marnie, you'll be able to answer me this. Ruth might be able to too. Ruth's the old school teacher from way back when. Do the kids send Valentine's cards to their classmates or their parents? Do you make them at school? And then I'm going to make this one on dimensionals. I usually send a couple of Valentine's cards away to my girlfriends to tell them that I'm thinking of them. It's not very often you get told that, you know, people love you, so I just send a few away every year. No, you don't do that. That's okay. Absolutely not. Not in the curriculum. Okay. Righto. So, because we've got that V line in there, I'm going to go over the two bits so that it looks like my words are coming out from behind there. And then I'm just going to use Tombow to stick this one down. When I had the kids here for daycare, I would do something for their parents. But you know, they were quite they're quite almost family members. Well, they kind of are actually family members, because it was my cousin's children that I used to look after. Now I need to make sure that that's straight. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that one looks pretty good. So yeah, so I was making it for family, I guess. That one could do with a little border behind it too, but I'm not going to worry about that. Just going to stick that in. I've got a couple of glue on the table. Lucky I didn't have my card there. A couple of different samples that I made today, but using the same technique that I used before. You did celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. Yes. That must be a little bit difficult these days with all the different family combinations that we have these days. Might be a little bit tricky. Get off, bud. There we go. There's my card, girls. So did I achieve the challenge? I think I did. I just got to find some bling now. I know I had some here somewhere. What did I do with it? What did I do with the bling? I don't know. Don't know what I did with it. It's not there, and it's not there. Where's it over here? Yes, here it is in the packet. So there's one of the cards I made today, for those of you who weren't here earlier. That was my challenge from my Sharon Dalton Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator page from last Friday. Here we go, I've got some bling here now. I'll pop that on. Find my take a pic tool. Look good, does it? What did you say? You sure did meet the brief. Oh, very good. I'm happy about that. 1, 2. I don't know about you guys, but I really do struggle putting bling on. Where do I put the bling? But you know what? That's where it's going, because I haven't got 5, so I'm just putting 3 on. So that's that card done. And sorry, and I've done that nearly in record time. Here are the other ones that I made earlier today. I made them about Dad. So this one I used balmy blue, and it was a bit too dark for my background. So that was why I went with the pool party on my card, on that one. And then this was the other one I created with the same colors that I used in those pens. I think I just added in early espresso, I think. And yeah, early espresso was the only other color I added into those ones. I always got one black one already in there. So yeah, so that made 2 nice little cards there. So there we go. There's the cards that I made for my challenge up there. Make sure you leave me a comment. Barry blue, balmy blue, looks good, yes. It looks good, I'm happy with it, but I think it needed to be a bit lighter, like this pool party one. And then those girls who weren't here right at the very beginning, I had my first coffee and a card yesterday, and these are the cards that we made with there. Well, these were my cards, and then the girls made their own versions of my card because they all got different colours to use. That one, and then this one here with the little cupcake, and the cupcakes from Circle Sayings. So that one, and these guys are from the Heartfelt Hexagon. So I did some in the middle as well, and some on the little envelope flap. And then next month, well no, it's this month now. They're all very nice. I'm sure the people who receive them will love them. I'm sure they will too. This month is for our scrapbooking and card making. Vicky and I are focusing on this paper, and Vicky's using a different stamp which I can't remember. I think it's Sending Smiles, and I'm using Cake Fancy. So I just made a quick one of those to take to the girls, because that's what we'll do for coffee and a card next fortnight. On Valentine's Day we'll do that. So well, that's my show and tell, I think, girls. I had a lovely night with you all. I still don't have an air conditioner in the studio, so I was going to show you my calendar for February, but there's too many ifs, buts and maybes if we're going to have air conditioning or not. So I'll just leave that out of the picture for now. So somebody will be winning this card tonight. They will be able to send it to somebody. I'll just I might actually make another one so that I can give away to you guys. I'll give that one to Barry. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and I really do appreciate you coming on. If you want to share this video, that would be lovely. That way I can get a few more people watching. But I really do appreciate the people who come and watch me every week. So good night for now. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your week. Okay then, bye.